Hello everyone, and welcome back to me, building New Vienna. Last episode was kind of a fixing episode. In this episode I'm going to fix some stuff too, but not that extensively, and I want to build a rail line and fill in the city center. This video is going to be 3 parts again, like last video kind of was. In the first part I'm going to, once again, play around with this landscaping tool. Because I've decided to eliminate this part of the lake and this little thing. I thought that there are water sources in here, that's why I didn't delete them. Turns out there aren't, so there's no need for them to exist. I'm also going to adjust this road. I thought it was a good idea to have this. In hindsight, I don't like it anymore. I'm going to fill in this lake, so I can have a highway connection from here that runs into the city, and then, because this will also be gone, can connect to this one. But this will essentially be a shortcut. So if people want to come from here and they want to go towards here, instead of driving this way, they could just go through the city, and that creates a bunch of traffic that I don't like. So I looked at Google Maps and took some inspiration from real-life cities. In Springfield, Illinois, there is something similar. The 72 kind of cuts off here, where Springfield begins, and it seems like it's following this road, and then connects to this unlabeled road, which to me looks like a highway, so I'm just gonna assume it's a highway, I don't know. That's basically the same thing that we are gonna have, and the way they solve this problem is by just splitting off the roads like this. It's here, and on the other side, it does this. I'm not gonna change the size like it's done here, because why would I? But I'm gonna use the same principle, splitting the road. So it doesn't really solve the problem of having through traffic, but if we split the problem into halves, we have 2 sets of problems. And these are so small that they are no longer problems. Isn't it genius? Let's start. So I'm gonna buy these 4 tiles. This is a fairly flat city. Flat is lame. So I'm gonna build in a hill. So instead of a body of water, I'm going to do the opposite and put in a hill. Here we have it completely flat, and here is a little slight hill. It's not really a hill, it's more of it's different elevation. And this one, that's how it looks now. Way better. Now the only thing that worries me is this little guy right here, because if we look at the water flow, it doesn't really flow right here. So if this continues, this whole thing will just be polluted. That's not really good. So I want to, once again, put this somewhere else. But where is the question? And I think the answer is here, because here we have a flow that just goes away from the city. That's the only criteria. I'm going to buy these 2 and put it here, next to the bridge. Or under the bridge, ooh. This bridge is gonna stink. Yes, and we need to connect it. And I'm just gonna go underneath this road. Okay, what is... Ah, it's not connected. I see. Didn't do a good job. Now it's connected. I'm not sure if this one can dilute away. So I think it will just stay like this forever. That was part 1. Now part 2. Roads. That's the title of this part. 144. And this is going to be the left side. So then we can have this. And do it again. I'm very close to this one, so let me just jump into part 1 again real quick. I did the thing that I wanted to avoid, which is terraforming over a water source. Let's jump back into part 2 again. From here it should go into this. Oh yeah, we don't have any intersections. Maybe I should buy them, or should I build them myself? I'm just gonna leave a stub for now. Can I replicate it here? 15, yes. Yes. Oh, wow! It's symmetrical. Okay, now I need to change this direction, and now it's perfect. And then I'm just gonna take this road. Oh no, no, don't do that. I'm just gonna take it straight as long as possible. That looks weird. That looks off. Let's try it again. Way better. And the same with this one. That looks parallel, so it's good. This road lines up perfectly with this one, so I'm gonna use it. This one is gonna go straight to this. This one is gonna do a bottleneck look. Not a bottleneck, but you know what I mean. Yeah, it doesn't really look like a bottleneck, but it looks good. I like it. Like this one used to be the original one, and then the city decided there's too much traffic going on, so they put in this one. I'm gonna fill it in with grids to have an idea on what it would look like. Now it looks like this. And while I build this, I kind of thought, what will go here? I can't put residential here because it's basically a highway. Like, there's gonna be a bunch of traffic. The city center is going to be here. What would I put here then? And to be honest, I don't really know. But this is a good setup for a bridge. I can go straight like this and then curve it in here. And that's the bridge. I don't think that there will be a lot of traffic going through, because with a lower speed limit and traffic lights, it's gonna take a lot more time than just taking this way. So I think it should be good. Let's jump into the third part, railway line. Just a quick insert, from now on I will be saying train line instead of railway line. English is my second language, I'm sorry. I was looking for train stations in cities. Turns out these are scarce. Like, train lines go through cities. For example, here in Champagne, there are even 2. Look at that. There are not really any train stations. Look, in this entire city, there's only 1 train station. Another quick insert. I feel like I have to clarify on why I was so shook. Where I'm from, cities have multiple train stations. For example, here in Würzburg, it roughly has the same population as Champagne and Urbana, and it has 3 train stations. But to be fair, it only has 3 because it also has trams. So, if you look at the city that doesn't have trams, like Villach, for example, which has less than half the population, yet it has 6 train stations. So yeah, back to the video. I wouldn't call this a train station, like there's only one single track. How? I cannot recreate that in City Skylines 2, because the train station in City Skylines 2 has multiple tracks. What I can recreate is having 1 track only going through the city. There are some train yards along the way. If trains aren't used for people, then they have to be used for industries. That's just the only explanation. So like here, for example, and this right next to it. So I want to recreate that. I want to have 1 train line with 1 single track going through the city. And I want to have a train yard about here. My thought is that train line is coming from here, then comes into this train yard, goes through the town, and then leaves to, I don't know yet. And I'm going to build that right now. Before we do that, I need to buy the train. Because I want this to be realistic, I need to look at the grade. This is mostly going to be used for freight trains, I assume. And therefore, the grade should be very low. About 1.5%. That's what a website said when I looked it up, so I could be wrong. Let's have a look. We are pretty good in here. I think I flattened everything. That's too steep. Already. Oh no. I could try to make it even better. Let's try it again. I'm gonna let it slide. I'm gonna let it slide because I don't think it's getting any better. That's pretty good. Now we have the first obstacle. This road right here. Okay, What if I have a crossing right here? Just because I don't know what else I would have. Up until here it's good, and then here's the tricky stuff. And I think I'm gonna take advantage of this and send it underneath. And then it should come out here. Let's see how good this will look. Oh wow. Ha! That is looking very good. I'm also gonna go underneath this one here then. Is this lower than this one is the question. Let's also get rid of that. Yeah, well, I don't have any highways. I don't like this highway. Like, that's not how a highway should be. Or is it? That is actually very, very deep underground. That's too deep, in a way. I'm gonna change it up a little bit. Will it be too steep? 1.2. Ooh, that's actually 1.3. That's actually good. I could go even higher, and I'm gonna do that. 1.9. I'm gonna allow it, because I did it earlier. And from here it should go down again. Oh, that's actually going to be a lot steeper. It's 2.5. You know what? You know what? 2.5 is still a good grade for trains. And that's just what it is. If you look at it like this, you can see it going up. I think it's reasonable. So yeah, let's build this bridge. Oh, it does this little thingy. I'm not sure that's the best idea for a highway. I'm going to make my own. That looks worse. Okay, I'm gonna do it like this. Now it looks better. I should always do it like this, because that's way easier and it looks way better. So now we have that. The train line. Now I want to clear off all the zoning things that I did, because we don't need them anymore. And they look horrible. Ah yeah, that's way better. Okay, and I also want to do something here. Let's do it like this. When do we get that? Great town, milestone 9. That's gonna be a long time. Ooh. A lot more XP to get that, and I kind of want that, to be honest. For now I gotta work with what I have, and that's not much, so I think I'm just gonna zone in some more residentials, some more suburbs around the city center. So I'm gonna do that. I filled in some of it. It's actually kind of hard. And here where I didn't fill in anything, I plan to make it more detailed. Something like this one. I'm gonna put in 2 of them. One here and one here. A few like this. And this is gonna be a bigger one. What is going on here? Is this for real? That is cool. And then obviously, you guessed it, a parking lot. And this looks, yeah, I'd like to put this one in here. Please let me. Here is going to be a big house. That's not 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 a big house. I don't think I'll ever get a big house. What's the biggest lot size? Okay, I give up. I give up. High rent. You're living in the building that has the lowest rent. Why are you complaining? Ah yeah, because I'm sorry for you. Oh, and it's snowing. Oh, I hate the snow. I want to have a large building that isn't too high, and I think that's the only way to achieve that. And then a parking lot. Orientations aren't good. This is going to be a placeholder. What? What? How big is this going to be? Ooh. That's huge. That is kind of cool. I don't like that. Huh. It collapsed. And a new one is being built already. It's a lot of work, but I kind of enjoy it. If I look at this, this kind of looks... That doesn't look good. That's way too high. Way too high. And this one too. This game doesn't really have buildings that have a large footprint, but aren't that many stories high. If this building was only, let's say, 4 stories, that would be perfect. I also wish to have smaller parking lots, because the smallest one is still pretty big. I could also go for a little park. Maybe let's have a park in here. That's too big. The small plaza is even bigger. It's too small. That fits in here. And here can go a... Let's unlock that real quick. Because, oh, sports park. I want it. Because now we have this little outdoor gym, which is 2x2 and fits in here. And the park maintenance depot, that's another buffer building. Yes, I'm proud of that, even though it's not much and we don't really have much assets to play with. Now I filled this one in and that is cool. Here we have a little gas station. So more will follow. For now, I think I'll leave it at that. Population wise, we didn't do a lot, but this will change. If you look at it from this perspective and ignore that there's nothing behind it, it just kind of looks good. If you like this video, like it. If you want to join my Discord, link is in the description. Subscribe if you want. See you next time. Bye.